guys. Welcome. My name is Nana Yayabua, and it's a wonderful day. Today is my birthday. I'm very grateful to for all of you and to all of you for the birthday wishes. But my intention today is not really to talk about myself, but it is to have a conversation about um, a needful project that I have embarked upon, and to share with you also a few of life's, lessons I have learned along the way. This year, I am embarking on labor and delivery across borders. So many of you may know me as Nana Yayabua, host of the Nana Yayabua show, which is indeed true. But professionally, within the nursing field, I'm also known as Bernadette. And I am a nurse in Ontario, Canada, and I've been a nurse for almost 2 decades. Yep, 2 decades. I don't know how the time went, but it did go very quickly. It's been a journey of, love. It's, it's been a journey of love and quite a bit of challenges. I hope my thing is working and that people can actually hear me. Um, if you can't hear me, please let me know. Send me a chat. So, let's. Okay. It's been a journey of love and challenges. Um, Years ago, when I started this journey in nursing, I didn't know where it will lead me. I was working because you needed to work. Fast forward about 4 or 5 years ago, I had told a friend that I wanted to um, you know, at one point in my life, deliver babies, do nursing across borders, do nursing on the continent of Africa, on the motherland. Now, this was 5 years ago. So last year, I decided it's about time. And I reached out to many friends from different parts of the continent where I believe there's a need, and they would be able to assist me in actually getting to, the resources on the ground to offer these services and support. As I connected with one of my very good friends from Sierra Leone and told him this is what I want to do and I need his support, he made me aware that it is something that I had told him about 4 years earlier of my intention. He was just waiting for me to, come around. And this particular friend, for those who live in Toronto and have been in the GTA for a long, would know him as Amara. Amar Kamara, yes, Kamara. He's been an influential person, in our community before he decided to settle back home in Sierra Leone. For him and Coco Fele and Bernard from Congo, that these individuals I spoke to, Helen from Kenya, connecting me with another Congolese woman. I This journey is dependent on friends and family, friends and family that I spoke to that believed in this dream of me giving to the motherland, this dream of the earth. So I need to say a thank you, a big thank you for them. But the reason, the purpose for this, or the reason why I intend to do this is that we are all very much aware of the nursing issues and shortages around the world. So, if, for instance, we who are living here in Canada having this kind of impact, what about those on the continent? What chances do they have? What chances do your family there have? What chances do your brothers and sisters, or let's say your brothers whose wives are going to have children, your sisters who are delivering babies there, what chance do they have? And that is where I come in with my experience and my expertise. I'd love to say that it's as simple as that, which is true. It is as simple as that and nothing more. The intention is to go to any of these countries with already existing facilities or methods of reaching out to the poorest within the community and offering these services. So, as a labor and delivery nurse here, and also working within women's clinic, my primary roles and responsibilities, if you have delivered babies before, is make sure you're good, your baby is good, and be there for the delivery and for the immediate baby care, as well as postpartum teaching and assessment and all those things. We do hear many women dying of, for instance, postpartum hemorrhage on the continent of, Africa or in many parts of the developing world. In the West, where we are here, we have the resources to mitigate that. We have continuous education to help us be on par with all these things. But it's not the same around. So since it's not the same around, my what I'm doing is to share this, to share my experience and to teach and to preceptor or mentor some of these nurses in their practices, to look at certain cultural practices that does not, support that does not support good health outcomes, and do the teaching from there. So as much as I am doing this, I also want you to remember to note that I don't know everything. I know something, I don't know everything. I am not playing savior mentality, absolutely not. We know that savior mentalities do not help. But in my journey to do all this teaching, preceptorship, mentorship, and one-on-one direct care, I'm also going to be learning from these women what it means to deliver, what it means to have a baby within these, how do you call it, situations, and the life challenges that they ensue. For one, I'm just grateful for being here, for being me, for being, you know, able to even do this profession as a nurse. Once upon a time, I only thought nurses were stuck by the bedside. But the longer I have done it, the more appreciative I have become of the lives that we impact beyond the labor and delivery room. That we are the people that, you know, um, women come to when they are in labor, aside from the midwives and stuff doing their thing, labor and delivery nurses take on a lot of roles. As much as you're delivering, you're also coaching, you mentoring, you teaching, you're doing so many things. Sometimes a social worker, your role is so expansive. So, for those in the profession, I want you to understand you're not just a nurse. I tend to hear this a lot. Oh, I am just a nurse. No, you never just a nurse. You are an individual making a huge impact in the lives of people. The sooner we begin as nurses to see ourselves as that, the impact we have on society and within our communities, the better it is for us. We need to value ourselves and remove that word just from there. We are nurses making impact. So back to labor and delivery across borders. I put up a GoFundMe page, and yes, I'm asking friends and family and well wishers and people interested in supporting to actually donate to the GoFundMe. I put I put an amount of 5,000. I don't know whether I will get it, but if I do get it, it will be very nice to, be able to reach these women and the health initiatives that are already occurring in this community. My responsibility, my role is to enhance and boost. I am not reinventing the how do we call it? Whatever that is there. There are people who also had a mission, a purpose, a dream, and um, have actually done that. So my my role is to support what they're doing and to bring in my expertise to learn from them as much as they are learning from me. So the GoFundMe page is to support this endeavor. More so, I'm also looking for donations of feminine parts. If you have delivered, you've known somebody who delivered postpartum when women bleed, pads are pretty expensive in our part of the world. And some of these women in rural areas do not have much to go on. So there is a high need for feminine hygienic, pads. So if you're willing to donate that, I will not say no. If whatever you're willing to donate, that will enhance the lives of mothers and babies, immediate postpartum care. I would be very, very grateful to that. Um, there's also in need of educational materials that I'm still working on as to what educational materials that will work, and preferably educational materials that are culturally sensitive to these women. So, for instance, if you donate some of the funds and there are educational materials already in the country, it's something that I can look at purchasing and given to these women because there are writers and all around that can do that. And also not only say pamphlets or booklets to help them, that is if they are literate, but also educational resources to aid in the teaching postpartum, for instance, breastfeeding, babies, why breastfeeding is very important for the babies, what to look for in babies in the first few days of their month, whether they're eating well, they're pooping well, or they're peeing well, whether they're jaundiced. All these things are comprehensively involved in what I do. And so the the hope is to be able to, assist these women. Once again, let me reiterate, I cannot do this alone. It is with the help and support of family and friends. And I know some family and friends have donated so far. And for that, I am very, very grateful to you and very appreciative to you. No amount is too small because we all work hard, we all have bills, but every amount that you've been able to give is very, appreciated in that sense. Now, as a Ghanaian Canadian, I often get this question: Why are you doing it in, for instance, Sierra Leone, or are you thinking about the Congo? Why not Ghana? My question is why Ghana? I need to address this issue of why the need to think beyond borders, the need to think beyond where I am from, quote unquote, or where I was born. When somebody from the West, for instance, is going somewhere else to actually volunteer, they never ask that question. But why is it that a Ghanaian Canadian says, I'm going to Sierra Leone and these are the skill set I'm coming with? Why ask, why not Ghana? Why not any part of the continent I choose? It is my choosing. their research, and it is where this help is needed, and it is where support also to do this is much, given. I can do it in Ghana, but I am not interested in doing it in Ghana. It's very simple. I choose to do it where the global impact is bigger and where the need is much more, it is much more needed. We all have a different path to and a different view of the world. And based on that fact, if one decides to support this cause or not, um, that is absolutely okay. From here on, from Sierra Leone, my intention is to go to the Congo. And on that, every bit of the journey, I will be documenting it. So you'll be with me through from point A to point B to point C. And along the journey, if somebody who is into nursing also wants to assist, that is fine. To come with me on this journey, that is absolutely fine. This, I believe, is my purpose, is my life's calling. It took me a long time to figure it out and to find out, but finally, as I have arrived at this point in my life, and on my birthday as well, that this is what I am called to do. I pray and I do hope that family, loved ones, and well wishers will, you know, walk with me on this journey, either directly or indirectly. And if you know a place on the continent that you think my services and my expertise, my experience will be much needed, I am open to it as well. That you can DM me if it's Facebook. You can send me a DM, or you can, you know, go through my website. You can find my contact information there: www.philjoemultimedia.ca. On all my social media platforms, Nanaya Ayabwa Show. On Facebook, Nanaya Ayabwa Show. On Instagram, and Nanaya Ayabwa Show on YouTube as well. I think I have covered everything as much as I want to cover. So, yes, this is labor and delivery across borders, and it is myself that is going on this journey with the support of those on the ground and institutions on the ground. As time goes on, I will be having conversations that will, talk more about how things are going. So, like I said, yes, there's a GoFundMe page that I'm going to put in the links. You can donate there. There are other supports that will be needed that is not necessarily financial. So, if you live in the GTA, or that you can also donate, feminine parts. You can go to the dollar store, you can spend $10 or $20, just buy the feminine parts and tell me, Nana, come pick it up. I will make arrangements. There are people who have actually called and asked, how can I help? I will donate, but how else can I help? They are going to provide that logistics for me. So um, I'm grateful. I am highly grateful. I am highly blessed, and I am pleased with how things are going. And on that note, I wish you a beautiful Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Sorry, Friday evening. I wish you all a beautiful Friday evening. And yes, the show will resume some other time with guests working, working with guests in the background to come onto the show. More exciting news coming, and I'll keep you updated on what I'm doing with labor and delivery across borders. There is a need, and I am doing my part of. I'm doing my part. Sorry. There's one belief that I have, which is especially in nursing, for some of us nurses to stop complaining about the unsavory nature of nurses. and to pick and train the new nurses coming up. There are so many times that I have heard about our nursing profession that we damn like to eat our young, which is really bad. We need to take a different frame of mind or change our mindset to give opportunities to the new and incoming nursing, fourth year nurses, first year nurses, to preceptor them for them to have a great experience so we can retain some of these nurses so that the impact on our healthcare system with a shortage of nurses will also become much more tolerable. And that is my conversation with you tonight regarding labor and delivery across borders, to mentoring, precepting nurses, either here in Canada or in the developing world, caring for women in labor, antenatal, prenatal, postnatal, and teaching postpartum, mothers as well, breastfeeding. Whatever it is you call me, I am there. Even storytelling, I also do that. So there's so much opportunity to reach people. Please support this cause, labor and delivery across borders. Thank you. My name is Nana Yayabua. This is the Nana Yayabua Show. All part of it. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you for everybody who subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody who supports this program. It is wonderful. I appreciate you all. Please do continue because there's more great content and impact coming. I want you to understand that if the support reaches where it needs to be reached, the impact on the nursing also becomes greater because that is where I'm able to reach more people, invest in more people around the world, and have a greater impact. I am one woman. I cannot do it alone. There is an Akan proverb that says, "Duakrojin Framebu." One tree does not stand a storm. A forest will do that. And I'm a tree in a forest of people, and I need the support of all these forest of people. There's another proverb that looks at the broom. One stick of broom is easy to break, but a bunch is hard to break. I am one stick and I need to add myself to the bunch. And when there's a bunch of us, then it is difficult to break. This is not my own journey. This is the journey of the world. This is the purpose, the reason why I was born to be. But it has taken me a long damn time to figure it out to come to this point in my life. And I'm very grateful that when I got here, there are people already ready for me to actually help me in this journey. It is the saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will avail him or herself. The student, which is me, I'm ready. And most definitely, the community partners are also here to avail themselves. For this, I'm highly appreciative. My name is Nanaya Ebua, also known within the nursing as Bernadette Mary Poku. And if you want to know more about me, you can Google it up. I'm all over the place. That's fine. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And have a beautiful Friday evening.